Welcome to the Bluenose League information session, where we'll be covering all the key information about the Bluenose League. Jumping into things, let's talk about what the purpose of the league is. The Bluenose League is an exhibition league with two key objectives: to provide a competitive baseball league for all areas of the province, which fosters fun, learning, and supports the spirit of good sportsmanship, and the Bluenose League is a fair play league with emphasis on the development of players. Game results and standings from the Bluenose League play no role on a team's ability to participate in provincial championships at the end of the season. The league offers flexibility to encourage play, including blackout dates, variable schedule sizes, travel limitations to the best of our ability, and more. If you're looking to register for the Bluenose League, the form can be found on our website, www.baseballnovascotia.com, under Bluenose League and Bluenose League registration. When registering for the league, coaches will be asked for information such as their name, phone, and email address, their team name and home association, the age level and division that the team will be registered in, as well as schedule-related questions including 2 sections for blackout dates. One section is for tournaments, where Baseball Nova Scotia will aim not to schedule you on a Thursday before or Monday after to allow for rest, and the other section is for holidays, where rest isn't necessary and you can be scheduled before or after the dates. You'll also need to provide your home field name and address, your home game night, any specifics that Baseball Nova Scotia should know, and whether you'd like a full or a half schedule. If I'm planning on registering my team for the Bluenose League, I'm going to go to the Baseball Nova Scotia homepage, select Bluenose League, and Bluenose League registration. From here, I'll find the form. I'm going to fill out all fields and submit to BNS. Important dates and deadlines for the Bluenose League can be found under Events and Calendar of Events. These dates will include registration deadlines, when league fees are due, the start and end of the schedules, and any other important dates to note for the summertime. The fee for a team to register in the Bluenose League is $400 per team. When you submit your original form, you will submit your blackout dates. However, if you're unsure of all of the dates for the full summer, that's not a problem. We will send out a form for the second half of the season as well. So if you are unsure about tournaments for the entire duration of the summer, that's okay. You will get an opportunity before the second half of the season starts to resubmit any new dates. The calendar of events can be found under Events, Calendar of Events. This is where you can note any key dates for the summertime. During the registration process, teams can select a full schedule, which will range from 24 to 28 games, or a half schedule, which ranges from 12 to 14 games. Home and away games will be balanced to the best of our ability while still respecting blackout dates. Prior to the second half of the schedule releasing, Baseball Nova Scotia will assess game results and teams may be reclassified to a higher or lower division for the second half of the schedule. If we feel a team would be better suited in a lower division, they are not obligated to move down. If they wish to remain where they originally registered, they do have the ability to do so. However, if Baseball Nova Scotia feels that a team would be better suited in a higher division, they are required to move up into that new division. Another review for potential reclassification will be completed prior to provincial championships. So, if a team is moved for Part 2 of the schedule, this does not mean that they will necessarily be playing in that new division for provincial championships. If a team is unable to attend one of their scheduled Bluenose League games, it's up to the team to reach out to their opponent, to let Baseball Nova Scotia know, and if it's a home game, they'll need to notify their local umpire assigner as well. Teams should work together to reschedule any canceled games, making Baseball Nova Scotia and the local umpire assigner aware of the new date, time, and field that the game will take place. Teams are subject to a cancellation fee implemented by Baseball Nova Scotia if games are not canceled within an appropriate time frame and for an appropriate reason. Teams that wish to host a tournament can submit a form with tournament information for other teams to register. To view any upcoming tournaments within each age division or to register a tournament you'd like to host, go to our website under Events and select Association Tournaments. If I'm a Bluenose League team and I'm looking to host or join an association tournament, I'm going to select Events, Association Tournaments, and here I'll find a link to register tournament information, or I can scroll through to the proper age division to find the contact information to sign up for one of these tournaments. The Bluenose League Handbook can be found on our website. You're going to select Organization, Policy Documents, and then Bluenose League Handbook. The handbook covers all of the key organization, rules, procedures, objectives, and division rules of the Bluenose League. So again, if I'm looking for the Bluenose League Handbook, I'm going to select Organization, Policy Documents, Bluenose League Handbook, which is linked to the PDF handbook. In the handbook, I'll notice the league objectives, the organization, which highlights registration fees and the process of registration, blackout dates, any tournaments that a Bluenose League team or an association is looking to host, and roster submissions for the Bluenose League season. In Section 3 of the handbook, I'll find procedures including fan control, uniform requirements, field conditions, insufficient players, how to go about canceling and rescheduling games, as well as some information about cancellation fees. Here you'll notice the technical assistance email address. This is who you're going to want to contact if you need to cancel and or reschedule a Bluenose League game. One important note to make is affiliations. So teams can pick up from a higher classified team at a lower age division within their association only if all other options have been exhausted. An example of this would be a 15U AA team may only pick up from 13U AAA team if there were no available players at 15UA, 15U recreational, or 13U AA levels. Teams can only pick up from one classification higher. So this means that a 15UA team can only pick up from 13U AA, not 13U AAA. Pickups from a higher classified team can only be done for doubleheaders. These pickups are not eligible to pitch in these games. In Section 4, you'll find rules of the Bluenose League. And in Section 5, you'll find division-specific rules. For example, 11UA only, 12U girls only, and 14U girls. Finally, at the end of the Bluenose League Handbook, you'll find a chart, and this highlights all of the rule differences between Bluenose League play and Provincial Championship play. And again, at the end of the second half of the season, Baseball Nova Scotia will reassess all of the game results from the Bluenose League, and this will help determine tiering for provincial championships. Many things beyond wins and losses are considered, including the number of games played, scores of the games played, and who the opponents were. These factors will help properly classify each team for provincial championships. Thank you, and good luck this Bluenose season.